This is Honors Geometry, Lesson 1.4, Measure and Classify Angles. First of all, what is an angle? An angle consists of two different rays with the same endpoint. So if we have this ray, we'll call that ray AB, and we have another ray that shares point A, and we'll call that ray AC. That would be an angle. The two rays are called the sides, and their common endpoint is called the vertex. And the way you name that angle is by putting the vertex second. So you can call that angle, use your angle symbol, angle BAC, or you can call it angle CAB. It doesn't matter as long as that A is in the middle. If there's no confusion of which angle you're talking about, you can call it plain old angle A to make it easier. All right, let's try a couple examples. Write three names for the angle shown. So this one, we could use our angle symbol, ABC. You can call it angle CBA, or in this case, we're just going to call it plain old angle B. And I want to show you an example when you can't just call it angle B. Let's look at the next one. Name three different angles in the diagram below. So I think they're talking about this angle, they're talking about this angle, and they're talking about the whole thing. So the first one I see is angle QRS. That's this one here. I see angle SRT. That's this one here. And then finally maybe the whole thing. I see angle QRT. And that would be the big angle here. That's one instance where you can't just use R, because if you said, hey, look at angle R, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you talking about this one, or the whole thing? A protractor is a tool that we use to measure angles, and the unit we use in geometry is called degrees. And the symbol for a degree is just a little raised dot. So the way you would write it, you put an M in front of the angle. That stands for measure. The measure of angle ABC equals 45, and then you put a little degree symbol. So you read that the measure of angle ABC equals 45 degrees. There's a postulate about that, and remember, postulates are obvious truths. So it says, hey, if you're looking for the measure of angle AOB, so let me just sketch that for you. Here's good old angle AOB. And it says you want the absolute value of the difference between the real numbers where AO is pointing and OB is pointing. So let me just draw that for you. So let's pretend we have a protractor on here. In geometry, a protractor goes from 0 to 180. We don't go less than 0 or more than 180. And let's say OA is pointing to, say, 70 degrees. And let's say OB is pointing to the 110 on our protractor. What the protractor postulate is saying, in order to get the measure of this angle right here, you just take the absolute value of 110 minus 70, or 70 minus 110. It doesn't matter. That's why we put the absolute value bars. So that looks like that would be a 40-degree angle. Classifying. You can classify an angle either as acute, right, obtuse, or straight. Acute means it's less than 90. And again, we don't go below 0 in geometry. So from 0 to 90, we call that acute. If it's exactly right, or 90 degrees, we call that right. If it's more than 90 but less than 180, we call that obtuse. And finally, straight would be an angle that's equal to 180 degrees. So let's practice that. Exactly equal to 180, we call that a straight angle. Less than 90, we call that an acute angle. Exactly equal to 90, we call that a right angle. And finally, more than 90 but less than 180, we call that obtuse. All right. Now they want us to find the angle they're talking about and then classify it based on what it appears to be. So we're looking for angle ABC. So start at ACB. Start at A, go to C, and stop at B. And that little box in the corner, that's telling us that it's a 90-degree angle. It's a right angle. So we're going to say that appears to be a right angle. Okay, let's look at the next one. Now we're talking about ABC. So start at A, go to B, stop at C. And you can see that looks less than 90. It looks like a squished down L. So I'm going to say that appears to be an acute angle. Let's look at angle BFD. Start at B, go to F, and stop when you get to D. You could see that's our straight angle. I know it looks like a straight line, but that's actually a straight angle. And let's try one more, and we'll stop for today. And how about angle AEC? Start at A, go to E, and then go to C. So that appears to be an obtuse angle to me. All right, go ahead and try the practice problems. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.